Hold on, I'm too tall. Do I look presentable? I mean, I don't regardless, but hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Cora. And I mean, if you aren't new, then like, I don't really know what to say. So today I will be talking about my experience in Paris. If y'all don't know, I went on a trip to Paris. It was a crazy experience, but I like it. It was cute. It was giving what it was supposed to give.
I can't see. Like, I'm actually blind. I cannot see. Everything is blurry, and it's actually irritating.
Paris. Let's talk about it.
I'm just living on somebody's wave. Oh, no.
So I went to Paris for a school vacation type thing. It wasn't necessarily like my vacation that I planned. It was more of like a school activity that we were supposed to do at Paris. So they just flew us down to Paris and we did like this little competition. We was on the ghetto side of Paris. We was really on the ghetto side of Paris. Like, compared to the other sites that we were looking at, us personally, we were on the ghetto side of Paris. And they really set us up with that, because why would you do that why would you do that? You got like 400 and some kids and you set us up like that? I need to fix this ponytail. Like, I fixed it like 2 minutes ago. That's the one thing I hate about this hair. Like, my heart thing, if y'all don't know, I got a heart on both sides. I was supposed to get it on one, but she decided to. So I got a heart on both sides, but like the heart end, it keeps like lifting. It don't lay flat. It's supposed to be like this, and it's going like this. It don't make no sense. We drove to the Washington D.C. airport. Y'all, I live 6 hours away from Washington, so for them to have the audacity to sit there and be like, we need to drive y'all 6 hours away just to get to an airport is crazy. Our first day there, pretty much, we didn't do anything. Like, by the time we got to Paris, it was already like probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Not in the morning, but in the afternoon. So everybody was tired, but like we was hungry. So we got some food, and then we went to this little, and we had someone speak to us in the auditorium. And after that, I'm pretty sure we just like stayed cool. Like, we just explored pretty much, me and my group that I was with personally, because you could literally just go out, walk out the hotel and do whatever you want. For that first day, we literally just explored and, you know, did all that. I might start putting like the videos on this side right here. I don't know which side that is on y'all's end, but it's my right side. So y'all are just gonna have to deal with the fact that I said my right side. If it's on your left, then oh well, too bad.
She not talking to me like.
The second day, we didn't necessarily do anything. The second day was the coding exams for people. So we went to the site and we went to go see the coding. Well, not see the coding, but we went to just explore the building and stuff. And it was pretty cool. I mean, like, there wasn't necessarily a lot of stuff that I was interested in, except for like the technology type stuff. So it was not really necessarily like, yeah, all that too exciting, but I mean, it was okay. I saw this one little palette and it was like, it said like over 200,000 people in Paris or in France gets cancer. And honestly, y'all, I'm not surprised that y'all be getting cancer in freaking Paris, because every single where we went, y'all was smoking. And like, it was ridiculous. Don't be surprised when I come back home with cancer, because it was ridiculous. You turn a corner, somebody's smoking. You look to your left, somebody's smoking. You look to your right, somebody's smoking. You look up, somebody's smoking something. At one point, I started getting migraines because of the smoking, and it was too much. Like, just imagine some old man comes up to you talking about would you like a cigarette? No, I don't want to buy your stupid cigarette. Leave me alone. Do you not see I'm small? I'm smaller than half these people in this place. Apart from that, on the third day, if I'm correct, on the third day, we went to Disney World and Waltz, I don't remember. But we went down there. Yes, if y'all didn't know, there is a Disney World in France. I never knew that. I didn't even know that was a thing in France, but like, there was dead a Disney World in France, and I was shook it. Like, you don't even understand. When we went to Disney World, that's when things started getting a little hectic, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. We went on a couple of rides and stuff, which was pretty fun. I liked it. Although the group I was with, like, they was taking too long. Like, I was getting a little irritated. The group I was with, they didn't only want to look at the monuments, but like, they kept on looking at the monuments. And I'm just like,
Can we get to the rides? Like,
literally, y'all, we spent the whole hour looking at stuff instead of getting on rides. And I was mad. I was like, I want to get on a ride. I want to be on this ride now. We can come look at Sleeping Beauty another time. Why we gotta look at Sleeping Beauty now? We can look at her another time.
Let's go. Time is being wasted.
So pretty much every single like hour in Disney World and all that, there's another place. I keep forgetting. No, studios. Something studios. It was something studios. We were spending, and it was a pretty like cool, calming time until it was time for us to go. Y'all know how little kids are. They don't ever want to like leave somewhere that's fun and somewhere that they like. But this was a little crazier, okay? Like, Disney World is so addicting, and I am so happy that my parents never let me go to Disney World when I was smaller, because this is something that I would have done myself. So, thank you, Mom and Dad, for lying and saving me from Disney World. Thank you so much for lying and saying that we would go to Disney World soon when we never went to Disney World. I appreciate it, because the things that I'm about to say, y'all, are crazy. There was this woman, and she was like walking around. It was time for us to leave, and I'm waiting for my group personally, because my group decided to wander off and go get food instead of like coming at the right time. We gotta go. The bus is gonna leave us, and you just wandering around doing whatever you want. We gotta go. I see this lady from the corner of my eyes, and I look up at her, and she was like, no, she wasn't even saying anything. Like, I look up at her, and at this point, like, I'm just like a little, you know how like you do a little like fast look up at somebody and then you go back to your phone, but then like something tells you to look back up and you do. That's what it was. Like, something told me to look back up and look at her. So I looked at her and I stared at her, and you know, I wasn't really like thinking of anything. I was just staring at her. I was minding my business. I was just staring at her. Literally, she turns around, she goes back behind the bush. So if y'all don't know, if y'all don't see it, probably I didn't take a picture of that particular place, but if y'all don't see it, there's like a little bush like in between like the castle, I think the pink castle, and I think that was Aurora's castle. Is it Aurora's castle? I feel stupid. She walks behind it. Now at this point, she's looking a little mad, so I was like, what is she doing? Mind you, she's carrying her like bag and stuff, and she looks like she's ready to go. So she turns around, and I guess she noticed that her child was missing and her child wasn't behind her. So she stomped all the way back behind the bushes. And so I look back on my phone when she disappears back to behind the bushes. I look back on my phone and I'm like, oh, it's whatever. Next thing I know, I hear like a little baby screaming or something, like, something in my eye. Wait a minute. I hear somebody crying and screaming and like throwing a tantrum. So I look back up, because y'all know I'm nosy. I'm African. I'm always gonna be nosy. So I look up, and what do I see? Oh my God. Lady comes out from behind the bush, and at this point, she's holding a princess dress now. Mind y'all, like I said before, she was only holding her bag. She wasn't holding anything else. So I was confused where this princess dress came from, because girl, you left for like 5 seconds and you came back with a princess dress. So I was confused. Then I looked down. Guess what I saw? And it took everything in me not to laugh, because I was just like, why would you allow your child to go out like this? There is a child, and I'm not saying like no little baby or anything. I'm talking like 3-year-old child. 3 or 2-year-old child walking around butt naked. Why would you allow your child to walk around butt naked in a park? Y'all, when I mean butt naked, I'm not talking about just like she didn't have like any undergarments. I'm talking like everything was off. There was nothing on that child's body. And mind you, she's only like 4, 3, 2. So why is your child walking around butt naked with nothing on her? She don't even got shoes on. Where's her shoes? Me, I'm just like, I'm staring at the lady and I'm looking back at the child. I'm looking up, I'm looking down, I'm looking up, I'm looking down. So practically I'm pretty much looking at the mom, and then I'm looking back at the child, and I'm looking back at the mom. And so like, I'm just like, what is going on? Is this like normal? Is this a normal thing that happens in Paris or something? Like, I'm so confused. But you can obviously tell that this child did not want to leave. She didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay. And that's like what I was telling y'all back then. I was like, children are so hard-headed when it comes to leaving a park. Like, they do not want to leave. You can obviously tell that this child was giving her mom a hard time. So I would understand like why this mom was so angry. But leaving your child butt naked, hand in hand, like, was that unnecessary. At this point, I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, oh my God, why would you do this to yourself? Like, this is an embarrassing moment. Is this normal in Paris? Like, do people just walk around butt naked in Paris, or is this just a thing? She's just like walking the child out butt naked. And people at this point people are looking, like people are just looking. And it wasn't like people were like looking, like stopped and they just turned around and looked. It was like they were continuously walking while looking. So I was thinking this was a normal thing. This was not a normal thing. Pretty much halfway in the middle of like the entrance of Disney World, the mom stops, like she just stops. And mind you, the child is still crying. But y'all have to understand, like, kids don't really realize what they're doing. They are just like doing it just to do it. And like the mom, I understand that she's mad, but you cannot be doing it. You cannot leave your child in the middle of Disney World naked. You cannot do that. The mom stops in the middle of the entrance of Disney World. She turns around to the child and she just starts yelling at her baby in French. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, she's irritated. Like the mom is irritated and everything. The mom just stops yelling at the baby and she turns around and walks out without her baby. And I said, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Why are you walking out without your baby? Get your baby out of Disney World. Your child is stranded in the middle of Disney World without you. Where are you going without your child? Mind you, there were 3 officers beside me that were watching this whole thing happen. And the officers, they were laughing about it. But then when they realized that this lady had just left her kids stranded in the middle of Disney World, they were very, very confused. So at this point, this child, she's just crying. She's throwing a tantrum and she's like running around chaotically. Like she's scared at this point and she's just running around chaotically. So the police officers are like calling out for the mom. They was like, ma'am. And I guess the woman didn't realize that the police officers were just standing there. So like she turned around all shocked and everything. The police officers was like, you cannot leave her here like this. You cannot do that. She is butt naked. You cannot leave your child in the middle of Disney World and go home. Don't do that. So they were trying to like get her to calm down and like take care of her. At this point, some random woman with her child comes down and she's like, are you okay? They keep trying to calm the girl down, but it's like, you cannot calm this child down. First off, this girl just got yelled at by her mama. Second off, this girl does not want to leave Disney World. That's what happened. Like the mom, they calmed her down. They calmed the mom down. Like, I mean, they had to make the mom understand you cannot leave your child like that. You cannot leave your child stranded in the middle of Disney World. Like, that's crazy. And so the mom went and they picked her up and the mom went, that she calmed down and the baby calmed down. But her mom, you could obviously tell her that her mom was tired. Her mom was irritated. So obviously the mom, like, she just walked out. She took her daughter's hand and walked out. She was like, I'm done. Walked out. Like, she was not happy. So that happened. Y'all, the next thing that happened after that will literally make y'all gag. It was like so much was going on in this freaking park that I didn't even understand what was going on at this point. I was like, I do not feel safe here anymore. Take me home. So 5 minutes passed after that little naked baby situation happened. I'm telling everybody what's going on through phone because still nobody is there. Nobody is around. And out the corner of my eyes, once again, I really need to stop being nosy and just mind my business because this is like, I never want to go to fair. I do not want to go to Disneyland France anymore because of this situation. Like, this is not okay. So a couple of minutes go by. I'm texting my friends. I'm telling them what's going on. Because they still in the park. So like they don't even know what's going on. So I'm telling them what's up. And I hear another commotion. So I was like, what's that? So I look up. Y'all. Oh my God. I don't know if this is a normal thing in Paris, but y'all really need to stop. Y'all cannot be leaving your children in the middle of a busy area and walk off because you're mad. Like, this is not okay. I turn around to my left once again, and I notice that this woman in particular, she's like mad. And y'all, like, the scenario once again happens, but this time the child is not butt naked. Mom stops, and the mom is just yelling at her child. She's like, blah, 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 in French. So I can't even translate for y'all. I don't know sprint. I don't know French. So I can't even like translate for y'all what she was saying, but obviously you could tell she was irritated. So the mom is yelling at the baby. Once again, after the mom stops yelling at the child, she leaves her baby in the middle of Disney World. Once again, mom turned around and she grabbed her child and walked off. Like, she left her child and then she came back and walked off with her child. So it was like, y'all just be leaving babies in this little place. The next day I had my exams. So The next day I had my little competition exam, and I was pretty much there for like the whole day until like 12 o'clock, and then we went shopping, and then we went to the Eiffel Tower. It was like really cool. Honestly, I was kind of scared. Like, I was like, a tower should never be this big. Like, it should never be this tall. Like, what is going on? It was a very beautiful experience. We went to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I think we went to the second floor. We went to the third or second floor of the Eiffel Tower. I think that's the highest you can go. Is that the highest you can go? I think that's the highest you can go. And y'all, it was beautiful. Like, I was standing up there, and obviously, like, I didn't want to take pictures because, like, too many people were crowded, and it was actually annoying. Like, literally, there at one point, some child almost fell off the tower because, like, he was doing too much, and I was like, yeah, no. I was standing at the edge, and I was looking down, and I was like, what about if I fall right now? Like, what's gonna happen? And I was scared. I was genuinely scared. I wanted to get down from the Eiffel Tower immediately. After that, obviously, we had our little award ceremony for the competition and everything. And somehow I got bronze. I'm surprised I even got a medal. Like, I thought I was not going to get anything because, like, if we're being honest, I switched my topic that I wanted to take my exam on. At first, I wanted to do coding, but, like, literally last minute, I switched to science. And mind y'all, this is an international contest. I only had 1 to 2 weeks of studying. I didn't have like enough time because I switched so late. So yeah, that happened. We went to this little like cute little place. We went to go look for souvenirs and stuff. And y'all, at this point, I was spending money left and right because, mind you, I was being stingy during my trip. I wasn't spending as much money as I was supposed to. So I had so much money to spare that I was just like spending. The place that they took us to, the place that the organization took us to, I don't know what in their right minds told them that they have the right to take us there for souvenirs. Y'all, tell me why I was walking down, me and my group, we was walking down, we was looking at stuff, we was looking at stores to shop at. Y'all, they had Gucci, they had Zara, they had Louis Vuitton, they had this really expensive jewelry place. And like every piece of jewelry was like at least like $200 up. And I was like, whoa, whoa. They had Prada. Literally like everything was expensive. And I was like, I ate a lot too. I ate at this little Turkish restaurant, and y'all, it was so good. I ate at this Turkish restaurant, and I ate at that Turkish restaurant twice. I ate once, and then I ate the the day after. And it was so good, y'all. Like, literally, their food was $16. And you literally got, like, a big tray. Like, I'm talking, you got a cutting board. You got an actual cutting board. And you had, like, a bunch of food. You had white rice, yellow rice. And then you had, like, this salad on the side. So that was one little bowl that you had on one side of the cutting board. And then you had your chicken, your fish, whatever you wanted. And then on one side, you had, like, a bunch of fries. So, like, y'all, we were getting a huge amount of food for $16. I didn't even finish the food. I have a big stomach. So for me not being able to finish all that food, I was like, yeah. $16, I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot. That's a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit of money for a lot of that food. You know what I'm saying? And then on my last day there, I wanted to spend the rest of my euros, but I didn't know what to spend it on. So I was looking around. I really was craving like burgers. I don't know why. I went to this burger place, and literally, guys, their burgers were cheap. Their burgers were $10. It was a full meal, $10. I'm talking about, they had the fries, they had the chicken nuggets, they had the drink. Imagine getting a full meal of the double stack or triple stack at like Wendy's or McDonald's or like any fast food at the United States. All that just for one thing was $10. And I was like, yeah. And I was planning on coming back the next day and for that morning to go and get another one because it was really good, y'all. I was planning to go get another one. But like, these people are very foolish because the day of our trip back to the US, literally these people woke me up at 6 o'clock talking about some,
Girl, the bus is about to leave. We need to go now. Mind you, I haven't showered. I haven't done anything. I told these people, I asked these people the day before we left. I said, what time do we need to leave? What time do we wake up to leave? I asked these people. Nobody wanted to answer me. So I didn't know what time we were leaving.
I had 2 more problems actually. Another problem that I had was their water. Now, I understand that since you are in a different environment and you are in a different like place of residency, you are obviously not going to have like the same water that you're used to. But something about their water, and like literally everybody else was complaining about it. Something about their water was just, yeah, we didn't like it. Their water, it didn't taste right. And it's not only me that was like complaining about it. It was like multiple people. Other people were complaining about it. So there was a problem with that. So I didn't really drink water when I was in Paris. And mind you, this was a 5-day trip. So imagine not drinking water for 5 days and you're drinking soda. So I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Another problem that I had was like people driving recklessly. So if y'all don't know, I am from Nigeria. And because I am from Nigeria, I am usually used to people driving recklessly and people driving as if they don't have sense. But y'all, Paris, let's be so for real. People was driving like they didn't have sense. This one time, I was walking across the street. Mind y'all, the walking light turned on for me to go. Mind you, the signal lights for the cars turn green while my walking light turns red. So I was supposed to like wait, but mind you, I'm in the middle of the road. So at this point, I'm still walking. I didn't even notice that the light turned red. So I'm walking, and y'all, this one car about hit me. Me and my friends, we were walking on the road, and this one car almost hit me. Like literally, he just started driving closer and closer, and I'm just like, whoa!
You better be lucky that I was even still on the side of this road, because like, why were you trying to hit me? You saw us still walking. You had a whole group. It was me and a whole group behind me that was walking. So you obviously knew that we were still going. So why are you sitting here trying to run over somebody for what?
Apart from that, like this whole experience, it was pretty fun. I like it. Like if I were to think about it again, I would definitely go back to Paris. Y'all, nobody smiles in Paris. Why don't y'all smile in Paris? Is that like a sin or something? I don't understand. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this little crazy video experience type storytelling thing, like and subscribe. Like, why aren't y'all liking and subscribing? I know y'all watching this video, so why aren't y'all like and subscribe? I said before in my last video, I know I'm not the best YouTuber out there, but show some decent, at least have some sympathy and like and subscribe. It's never that hard. And y'all could comment, you know. It's okay to comment. It's I promise you it's okay to comment. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all all in the next one.
Out the net in my Luna, put down for a day, say I'm self.